Welcome back to Els TV. I know you're saying to yourself, Els, where did your hair go? What happened? Did I go through a time loop? Yes, people. Yes, people. I did cut off the dreads. I did cut off the dreads. I know it's not this is completely unrelated to football, but I did cut off the dreads. And if you're happy for me, leave a like and subscribe on that video. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, you could do that. Definitely could do that. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers, so like, I don't see why you wouldn't. But if you guys mess with it, you guys fought with it, like, just press that subscribe and like button, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Arsenal versus Manchester United. That's what's happening this weekend. It's a big, big game. I think it's our toughest game this week. I think it's our toughest game. Like, actually for the rest of the season, honestly. So, without further ado, me and my bald self, let's get straight into it. So yes, people, Arsenal versus Manchester United at the Emirates. Last time we played Arsenal was the first game of the season. We lost 1-0. And I think we undeservedly lost 1-0. I think we should at least have got a draw out of that game, but that's how it be sometimes. But it's okay. It's okay. This game now, there's a lot to say. Firstly, Arsenal have not lost at home in God knows how long. I genuinely don't remember the last time Arsenal lost at home. I'd be so real to you. Like, they just don't lose at home. I'm pretty sure they've scored 22 goals and conceded 5 at home. That is crazy. That is crazy. Even in the Champions League, bro, they're just demons at home. It's just something about the Emirates right now that you just can't. It's like a fortress right now, right? The last time we beat Arsenal in the league at the Emirates was 2017. So that's 9 years ago. 9 years ago. And that, I think that's a very telling record in itself. Like, no matter how good we've been, we just can't seem to beat Arsenal at the Emirates. Now, that's not saying we haven't got a result. No, that's not saying we haven't got a result, which I'll get into in a second. So, how are we playing right now? We're playing pretty decent. You know, Man City game, first game for Carrick. We played, actually, I want to say decent. We played very, very good against Man City. And is it that Man City were just bad because they're kind of in a bad vein of form right now? We just took advantage of that. Or was it then that we ourselves have shown what we can do? Now, I don't want to say any of those two things because it's only been one game, right? So I just can't be one of those fans that get, overhyped and say, yeah, we're going to beat Arsenal because we played so good versus Man City. This is what we can do. I've learned at Manchester United, we can't be like that. I'm not going to let this club let me down again, because this club can let me down at literally any time. I don't know what this is going on here, but it needs to come off my face. But anyways, this club can let me down anytime, literally anytime. So I can't be here saying, yo, like, we're gonna go and beat Arsenal now because we beat Man City and play really, really, really well. I can't do that. So I do think it's gonna be a very tough game. But do I think we can get a draw out of this game? Yes. I do think we can get a draw out of this game. And that's not me saying we're gonna get a draw out of this game because of the Man City game or what's not. I just think that if we play anything similar, like how we played against Man City, we can get a draw, right? Because Arsenal, it seems like when teams go to the Emirates against Arsenal, they just kind of like just get scared and kind of lie down and kind of let Arsenal just get into the game and what's not. As we saw, Liverpool are not really firing right now. Yes, they won 3-0 against Marseille midweek, but they're not really firing in the league right now. And they attacked Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal didn't concede, and Liverpool probably should have scored. They definitely should have scored. They had Arsenal, like, feeling a little bit scared. And I feel like that's what we have to do. We have to follow a similar game plan and go at the Emirates and attack them. Because we don't have anything to lose. We literally don't have anything to lose. Go in that game and say, yo, we don't got anything to lose. We're going to go and attack and try and beat Arsenal. That should be the mentality of the players. I know a lot of players have been coming out like Dorgu and what's not, saying we're going to beat them. And we have the mentality to beat them, get 3 points. So that's great. Because that's the only chance we have. Now, if you go into that game saying, oh, Arsenal's the league leaders, they don't concede goals, and get too cautious, that's when Arsenal take advantage. Let's just be real. I'm not even trying to glaze them right now. It's just like it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. They're the best defense in the league for a reason. They're top of the league for a reason, and you can't just dispute that. They're not playing. They're not playing the greatest of football right now. So that's something that we can really maybe get at. Their attack is letting them down. Their attack hasn't really scored that many goals. I'm pretty sure it's only like 2 or 3 games they haven't scored with a set piece. So it's very weird. Like, it's a very weird thing. Arsenal are not playing terrible, but they're not playing great. But they deserve to be top of the league because they're playing well enough to be there. And they're doing the job. They're beating the big teams. They're beating everyone. So It is fair. Now, Arsenal, again, they're at home. They're going to want to win this game because they're 7 points above Man City right now. Man City don't look great. And yes, they have Wolves next week, but the next few games for Man City are looking very, very, very hard. So, and Arsenal have a pretty easy run of fixtures coming up. So they're going to want to win this game and then keep pushing and keep pushing. So that's going to be their mentality. So our defense needs to be solid. Now, as I said, I know their attackers are a little bit mid and what's not, but they have quality. You know, like Saka still has quality. He's not been having a great season, but he still has quality. Gyökeres, as much as we all want to hate on him, I don't even rate him that highly and what's not. He still has quality. You know, he's not absolutely terrible and can never do anything. Like, he can still do something, right? And like, you know, like, but all like the banter and gaffs and what's not, big man. Like, he could do something. You know, Trossard has actually been cooking on the left wing. He's been getting GA, bro. He might not be playing that well, but he gets the GA, and that's what you need to, you know, win the game. We say that about Bruno all the time. You know, he doesn't play well, but still get GA, and that's why he's an important player and what's not. So Trossard's being that for them. Now, going into midfield now, we're gonna probably start Casemiro, Bruno, and Casemiro, who I'll talk about in a second. And I think that's our best midfield right now. That's our best midfield option. I don't think we can do anything else better than that. I don't want to see no Ugarte. And damn, that's really it. Is that all of our midfielders? Am I missing anyone? Yo, that's all our midfielders, bro. Yo, we need midfielders, bro. We actually need a midfielder. That's crazy. That's all we have. Ugarte. But yeah, I don't want to see no Ugarte in this game. And they're probably gonna play Rice, Odegaard, and Zubimendi. Obviously, Rice and Zubimendi are better than what we have. Like, let's be real. Rice is better than Menu. Zubimendi's better than Casemiro. That's what I think. But obviously, Bruno's better than Odegaard. Odegaard this season is actually, I think he's been terrible. I don't think he's been good at all. I think he just keeps doing this pirouette turn and then passing sideways. There's no cutting edge from Odegaard this season at all. And then you're not playing him when you have Eze on the bench. You know, it doesn't make sense. But I know Eze's not going to start in this game. Odegaard will start. And if Odegaard does have a good game, they're definitely going to win because he does have the quality to run a game if he plays a good game. But this season, he's not been good at all. Let's be real. So I hope he has a shocking game versus us because that'll benefit us a lot. It really will. Especially if we attack at them because defensively, Odegaard's not really the best. Like, he's not really going to get into physical battles and what's not. He's a fairy. He's literally a fairy with a magic wand and you touch him, he goes, ah! That's what he is, man. That's what Odegaard is. But yeah, defense... Their defense is best center-back pair in the world right now. It's like Gabriel Saliba. Their Calafiori is back in training, and so is Nkapie. So probably one of them is going to start. But if not, it'll probably be Timber, and then Ben White at right back, and then obviously Raya. But for us, I don't want to see any changes. I don't want to see any major changes to the team right now. I just want to see the same midfield, play the same attack. Yes, Sesko maybe could start, but then I don't think we should start Sesko in the game of this. I don't even want to start Cunha, and that's okay. That's okay. Cunha did very, very well versus Man City. Came off the bench, got an assist, played well. But this is where we need to show that squad depth is important. This is where we need to act like a big club. As I said in previous videos, Man City are probably going to bench Foden this weekend. Might not, but they still have Reinders on the bench. They still have Doku on the bench midweek. They still have, if Sabino was there, I know he's not that much quality, but the name, you know what I'm saying? Cherky might be on the bench sometimes. They got Mark Gahey now, Marmoush on the bench. We need to be doing those kind of things, and so the players on the bench can come on and make an impact. So it doesn't matter that Cunha's on the bench. It doesn't matter that Sesko's on the bench. You know? But I do think it'll be the same team because we've only had a week to get everything together. I would just stick to what worked last. I wouldn't try and tweak anything, especially in a game like this, especially a team like Arsenal. If we slip up, like and we let the Emirates crowd get on top of us, it's a long day, bro. Let's be real. Not a long day as a sense we're going to get beat 4-0 because Arsenal don't really do that often. They don't smash teams anymore, right? Because Arteta just scared. He's scared to attack because he just doesn't want to lose games because he really wants to win that league title, right? So he's not really unlocking his attack to the fullest potential, right? But when I say a long day, I mean that we're not going to do anything. Like, Arsenal don't concede shots, bro. Like, they go games without conceding a shot on target. They just contain until the other opposition gets tired, and then they have a little bit of attacking burst, scoring that, and then that's it. Shut down. That's how Arsenal play. It's very, very boring. It's very rigid, but it's working, innit? It's working. So that's what we have to look out for. We definitely have to look out for. But I want to talk about Casemiro in the second part of this video. Casemiro. He has announced that he's leaving. He's announced that he's leaving at the end of the season on a free transfer. And all I have to do is give him a clap. And leave a like on video. Leave us a like and subscribe on the video if you guys agree with me. Casemiro, man, like you've been very, very good to the club. I know you've had that shocking season, right? That one season, it was just that was not what we wanted to see. But the rest of it, I think he's been pretty decent. You know, I don't think it's been the best in the world, but I think he's been a good signing, bro. And he won 2 trophies with us. Champions League winner, had that experience. So I think it's gonna be a loss. It genuinely will be a loss. I thought he would stay for 1 more year and then we get 2 midfielders in, have him experience back up to come off the bench here and there. But it looks like he wants to go right now and get a new challenge. So I can't really blame him. I can't really blame him in that sense. So now we need 3 midfielders in the summer. We definitely need 3 midfielders in the summer. Like, and especially if Bruno leaves, we're gonna need 4. We need so many midfielders, bro. We have 3 or 4 right now. We need at least 3 more right now if he leaves. So, and Ugarte might leave as well. So we might need 5 midfielders. Yo, summer's gonna be crazy. The summer's actually gonna be crazy, but that's why we need to get Champions League football. And that's why we need to get a result out of this game. Like, we have to get a result of this game. We have to get Champions League football, bro. If we don't get Champions League football, we're not signing all the players that we want. We're not going to sign no Elliot Anderson. We're not going to sign the Alan Wardens of the world. We're not even well, maybe Baleba. Maybe Baleba would come, but I already want him right now. Like, I just want Elliot Anderson. Like, literally, I would go the day of the transfer window opens and just get him. Like, just get him. Just bid. Like, he's worth every penny, bro. I rave about it. I know not because he has the same name as me, right? Not because he has the same name as me, but, brother, like, he's just so good. He's just so good. And he's been so good for Nottingham Forest this season, even though they've been shocking. So I think he's a must. But yeah, Casemiro, good servant to the club and what's not. And I wish you the best, man. I wish you the best. And I hope you can have a good second half of the season. I know the World Cup's coming up. And camera fell there, but I know the World Cup is coming up. And he might not want to bust a gut to get injured or what's not. So that's the thing we have to take consideration. But I hope he could just have a good second half of the season, man. That's all I can hope. I really hope he does, and he does well, man. So, yeah. Carrick also talked in the press conference today. I forgot to talk about that. He just said, you know, we're preparing for the Arsenal game. We have a plan. We've been working on it all week, basically. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's nice to hear a manager, you know. I kind of understand him. You know, I'm not hearing, we have to suffer. So, in the game like this, we've been working on a few things, but we have to see how it works in the actual game. So yes, but we have to suffer. Just don't forget, we have to suffer. If we don't suffer, we won't succeed. This is Manchester United right now. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. just tell me we got a plan and let's hope it works. I don't want to hear any of the suffering thing, bro. Like, I'm done with that, bro. I hearing the word suffer right now genuinely just gives me trauma. Like, it genuinely gives me trauma. If Carrick came out and said suffer, sack him. Don't actually. No, don't actually. But yeah. De Ligt is gonna be out for a few more weeks as well. So that's pretty disappointing, actually. I am actually really sad about that because De Ligt has been good this season. And I would have loved to see him in a game like this. Zerski's gonna be out for 1 more week. He said that he told him himself he'll be out for a fortnight after assessments. So that's not too bad. You're just missing 2 games, and he'll be back for the next one next week because we only have 1 game a week now. So on a fortnight, I think I'll be next week. He'll be 2 weeks. So yeah, Sesko, he talked about how he's not playing, but he's been really impressed with his training, and he's ready when he needs to come in, and that's fine. Sesko's still 22 years old. He doesn't need to be starting every single game. He just needs to be ready, take his chance, and keep it going. I know he scored in the last few games, and I wouldn't be surprised if he started in this game, honestly, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, we gotta go on Sesko because he's not starting. I call him a bum and what's not about how these fans work these days. Because apparently, if you don't play a game, it means you're not good. And if you have 1 bad game, it means you're just terrible, can never be good again. Blah 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 blah. That whole thing is just so like, it actually pisses me off like to a different degree, bro. Like I keep ranting about this, bro. Like, why when a player has 1 bad game, it just means that they're not a good player anymore? Like, what are we doing here? If a player is having consecutive bad games for a long, like a decent period, it's like 5 to 10 games, bro, I can understand. Maybe he's dropped off a bit, right? Like how maybe Vinicius Jr., for example, I think he went 21 games without a goal. And you're not gonna say Vinny shit here, are you? You're gonna say he's having a shit season. You know, players don't have 10 out of 10 seasons every single season like Messi or Ronaldo, bro. It just doesn't happen. Like, even back in those days when like all the other, like a lot of quality players are around, it's not they had a good season every single season. It's not they had good games every single game. No, they didn't, bro. You know, you gotta allow it a little bit, man. You gotta allow it a little bit. So we can't be talking like this. But yeah, I do think if I were to predict this game, I know on this channel every time I predict we do wrong. So I'm not gonna say we're gonna win. I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose, but I think we'll do well. That's what I'll say. That's my prediction for today. I think we'll do well. Even if we lose, I just want to see some fight, bro. Like I can't be shamed losing to the top of the league Arsenal. I can't be. I can't, like the position that we're in right now, I can't be like, the players are this and that because we lost to Arsenal at the Emirates. No, bro. I just want to see the players try, show the style of play that we're gonna implement for the rest of the season. And yeah, that's really what I want to see in this game, and just keep it going. Like, let's have fun. You know, we have a very good run of fixtures coming up. We have Fulham at home, Tottenham at home, West Ham away, and what's not. I think we have Everton as well. So we can win all 4 of those games. So I just want to see something from this game that we could take into the next few games. But yeah, people, if you guys like the video, leave a like and subscribe down. And sorry, not leave a like and subscribe down below. Press the like and subscribe button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Arsenal game. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.